Well, greetings, everyone, and welcome to a very special online event today. It's called Qigong Sounds for Emotional Relief. Shift unhealthy emotional patterns into peace and joy using voice, energy, and movement. My name is Stephen Dunn. I'm the founder and CEO of the Shift Network, and I'm really blessed to be with you here, getting to explore the power of an ancient and really time-tested methodology for shifting our energy, our emotions, and really uplifting the quality of our life with the power of sound and the power of motion and intentional work with Qi. So we're going to get to explore this with the true master in this arena and also just a delightful human being. His name is Master Mingtong Gu. He's a Qigong master teacher and healer. I've known him for well over a decade now, and he's taught quite a number of programs for Shift, and he just never fails to be a source of uplifting energy and really being an emissary for this important lineage of Qigong. So Master Mingtong, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you. Great to be here again.
Wonderful. Well, I want to let everyone know up front that we're going to have this time. We're going to do some practices together, and we also have a chance to go much deeper with Master Mingtong with a brand new program called Qigong Sounds for Emotional Healing. So it's going to be a 7-week program. We'll share more about that towards the end of our time here today. So, Mingtong, I'd love for you to begin our journey today, first with a little bit of your personal backstory and what brought you to the practice of Qigong and anything that really particularly around how the sound work can be so catalytic for emotional stabilization, healing, and upliftment.
Yeah. So for short story, I recognize probably as all of us recognizing that we've been seeking for some time. Sometimes we know, sometimes we don't know. But also there's obviously different reasons on the surface for lack, for pain, for difficulty in life, so on. So in my case, yes, I had a physical disease, including asthma, sclerosis, but deeply downly, I feel lost in the world. And for that purpose, one thing leading to another, even moving from China about 40 years ago to the US and to study mathematics and discover fine arts as my passion, eventually discovering wisdom healing Qigong. Then I went to China to study my teacher, Grandmaster Peng Ming, extensively, intensively for a long time. And at one point, it's 2 years of master training program. So really discover not only able to heal myself from this chronic, even diagnosed as incurable condition, but more importantly, discovering the deeper connection, deeper experience, discovery of who am I, why I'm here, what is my passion, what is my life fulfillment, what is my gift to share in this lifetime. So since then, and afterwards, I came back from China to US, been teaching full-time about more than 2 decades now, full-time, and been working with tens of thousands of students over the time, including intensively Qi. Nowadays, the teaching, the practice is available online. So I'm so grateful, able to share more through this new technology, through this new communities of Shift Network, and enjoying over the years of collaboration. So I want to thank you for that. You're deeply grateful, deeply, mutually supportive. So sound healing, relatively speaking, was new for me. I didn't discover sound healing until the later stage of my study Qigong. Most of us only aware of movement as a main practice. But sound healing practice is more advanced practice. That's why it's not well known for the public. And so when I discovered the medicine Qigong Hospital doing this practice, start first time experiencing my own emotion, experiencing the power of emotion, experiencing the energy beneath the emotion is generating this experience, the feeling, good or bad, stressful now, all kind of different labels. So I was really excited, but more importantly is to discover deeper wisdom, how to work with emotion, how to work with energy beyond just movement, beyond just meditation, beyond just thinking about it. So that's been incredible surprise gift. So I start to teach in the West, not in the beginning, because that's considered to be advanced teaching practice, but then realizing it's so needed in the West here, especially. So I began to teach sound healing in the beginning stage of students' journey of working with energy. So that's my belief story.
It also strikes me that it's also suited to our time because people do, there's this a collective level of emotional stressors, whether it's political combat or anxiety about the, climate change, or just there's just a lot of stimulus with change happening really quickly. So people are often on edge emotionally. And so I really am grateful that you're bringing these practices more to the foreground earlier. So let's talk. So you said that, a lot of people get introduced to Qigong through movement practice, and we're not as aware of the sort of the sound healing aspect. So maybe talk a little bit about first, around the philosophy of Qigong and moving energy, and then how does the sound work help to take that to the next?
Yeah. So one of the unique quality of Qigong in general, obviously, is working with Qi, working with energy. So, but the deeper recognition is really everything made of energy. This body is made of energy. All experience is expression of energy, interaction, energy exchange, energy process of transformation. And our health, obviously, is a direct experience, direct expression of energy, how energy is functioning in the body. Our emotion, in this case, as I mentioned, is also expression of energy. That was like a new discovery. It's quite a, unwell known, unwell known. So in this process, basically, and Qigong is about working with energy in the most simple, foundational way, beyond the labels, beyond the story, beyond, sophisticated philosophy of balance and the 5 elements and, so on, even medical diagnosis, analyzing cause and effect can be very complex. Yeah. So in the system, wisdom healing Qigong system, it's incredibly simple. So when you're perceiving everything as energy, then you can feel the energy in your body. And there's 2 kind of sensation feeling. One is comfortable, another one is uncomfortable. And the feeling is also like that. Emotion is like that. Comfortable emotion, uncomfortable emotion. Often we label it as positive, negative. But energetically, it's really 2 patterns, simple pattern. Is the energy, when the energy contracting in the body, then we're experiencing discomfort, emotional stress, emotional anxiety, emotional, worry, and so on. When the energy is awakening, opening, flowing again, then physical health, physical function of the body come back, upgrading, returning to normal. And same way, the emotion, come back to more joyful, more confident, more, let's say, peaceful, more kind of energetically, let's say, empowered emotional wisdom. So it's not about avoiding the emotion. It's about transforming the emotion, but also working with the emotion as energy. Energy is creative. Energy is nourishing. Energy is empowering when the energy is open, flowing. So that's the philosophy. It's like so simple, right? No matter what happened in the past, no matter what happened now around you in the world, obviously, when you pay attention, you're feeling the stress from the past, the emotional turmoil, including trauma or old story or all the, wound or own hurts affecting not only your health, but emotional experience. All these negative emotions kind of continue repeating, so become entangled. Same way when we're experiencing the tension in the world, especially right now, so much tension, so much conflict, so much problems, right? Some are directly experienced, some are indirectly experienced, but we're affected. The same kind of stress happening in your personal life continuously, not just occasionally. Sometimes we feel better, sometimes we feel okay, but a lot of time we feel stressed. But this accumulative stress carry on, become part of the energetic system in the body. So how to work with them? And the approach here is very simple. This recognition, when the energy contracted or experience of life, including health, including emotion, including mental, spiritual experience is compromised. When the same energy awakening, opening, then we come back to most optimal function, more fulfilling emotion, more wise mental capacity as well, spiritual fulfillment. So, but this is not like one step thing. It's ongoing, 24/7. So more we practice, then the pattern can change. Pattern change. So the sound is very simple. I'm going to just demonstrate that for us to understand. So when you're sitting comfortably right now, I'd like to invite you to feel the sound in your body. And the beauty of sound healing from wisdom and healing Qigong tradition does not require perfect voice, does not require any kind of a, interest instrument. You don't have to play instrument like a musician. Obviously, some sound you hear, naturally feel the healing, feel the relaxation. But imagine if you're making the sound inside your body, then you're using your body as a music instrument. But what it does is not what you hear. It's about creating a vibration. So it's vibrating, high frequency vibrating. When the energy high frequency vibrating, what happens? The energy awakening, opening, flowing again instead of stuck. So whatever reason, the stress is contracted energy. So when the energy contracts, you feel like this, we often feel the fear, fight, flight is from this contraction, this freezing energy. You have fight, flight, And when the energy shaking, opening, slow sound, slow the vibration, then softening, eventually opening up, eventually flowing again. And that's the most simple science of energy, working with energy. So without the complexity, without the right, wrong, without shouldn't. And while you do it, you can feel it. That's another thing, the experience. You start feel the energy opening, feel your heart opening, feel your whole energy system opening, and you start perceiving life differently, experiencing life differently. This naturally implies as benefit. So with that said, let's do a sound. So allow yourself feel in this moment. I'm making the sound, just noticing how your chest, your heart is responding. Simply noticing the sensation, feeling inside your body, responding to the simple sound, simple vibration, affecting your heart. I'm going to continue repeating one more time. Now I'm going to invite you making the sound with me, just with your best effort, okay? Don't worry about perfect or not. Feeling the vibration inside of your chest, inside of your heart. Continuously noticing the sensation, feeling inside of your body, especially inside of your chest. It may feel somewhat warmness, wakefulness, kind of sensation, different kind of sensation in the body. Even feel more calm, relaxed, even energized. So we're going to do more practice of sound healing during this session. And that just give you one experience instead of just mentally explaining how the sound works. So let's come back to Stephen. Any other question? We can continue the conversation.
Thank you. That certainly just softened and opened my heart area. And I wanted to ask a little bit about, are there specific sounds that just naturally focus or gravitate towards an area of the body, or is it sort of depend a little bit on the pitch and tone, or is it, maybe share a little bit about the science of how different sounds work with different organs or parts of the body?
Yeah, it's an ancient science. You cannot really kind of using the language of science to explain it. It's like no one knows who developed these sound system. And yes, the sound is not random. It's particular sound, the tone, the vibration, able to activate the particular energy associating with a particular organ system. And that is the energetic science behind it. So you're going to discover that and experience that when you're making the sound. That is the experiential science behind it. Yeah. And obviously there's another aspect is your mind, the power of your mind, the power of awareness, but also the power of concentration. That means where you're concentrating, then where you are activating the energy. So in this case, in the practice we're going to learn is applying both the power of the mind concentrating to your heart, for example, then the vibration itself activating energy of the heart, then combination of these two, yeah, able to cultivating the power, double power, so to speak. But by thinking about doesn't work, because our common approach is problem solving, is thinking. We're using the mind to think how everything works, how I can make a difference, what's the step, how I can do it. Qigong is focused on doing it. When you're doing it, then you're experiencing how it's happening. And every time you're experiencing differently in different sessions. Every time you go to your heart in different session, you're discovering the depths of your heart. That's why the importance of the ongoing courses. We're going to go in deeper and deeper over the time.
Great explanation. I'd love for you to maybe share a little bit about how Qigong sees different organs and systems being connected to different emotions so that we can kind of get a little bit of sense of the architecture of how we can start to clear move and flow our emotions.
That's one of the important insight wisdom from these ancient, tradition. We have a lot of knowledge about emotions, psychology, mental work, story work, and so on. These can be insightful, beneficial. And here you go directly into the body. We often speaking of the issues in the tissue. So in this case, issues in your organ. So it's beyond what we know in terms of the importance of this organ associating with the physical function. And we're going to address that in the course when we're making the sound. So we're not just addressing the emotion, we're addressing the physical function associated with the 5 organs, so the vibration as well. But emotional aspect is now well known, is like this. The heart, when the energy of the heart contracted, then we're experiencing more hurts, contraction of the heart, including numbness of the heart, even hate, and disconnection from life. When the energy of the heart opening, expanding again, we're experiencing more love, more joy, more peace, more connection. And the energy of the kidney system, when the energy contracting, closing, we're experiencing fear, fight, flight. When the same energy awakening, opening, flowing again, we're experiencing the power beneath the fear, this creative power. This power is creative, is life nourishing, just like water nourishing every aspect of life. Wherever there's water running, then life growing. So same principle here. Then you go to the digestive system, the emotion. When the energy contract, we're experiencing worry. Right now, we're experiencing a lot of that, including fear, anxiety in the midst of conflict, midst of intense, problem we're facing. But the fear often is hidden and the response is visible, fight, flight, reacting, reacting to small thing, reacting to the big thing, reacting to each other, judging everything, angry with everything. That's, come from the fear. So the digestive system is worry. When the fear is not resolved, then we're experiencing more worry. So the energy continue contract more. When the same energy awakening, opening, then we're experiencing confidence instead of worry. And that's different kind of confidence. It's not just mental confidence. It's more like guts feeling, guts confidence. So then you go to the liver purification system, obviously associating with immune system, which is incredibly important for health. Yeah, we're experiencing a lot of dysfunction right now. It's like epidemic. Yeah, not just pandemic, but also it's epidemic weakness. And so awakening energy in the liver, in the immune system, not only affecting the immune system function, but also to do with the emotion of anger. So most time we're experiencing suppressed anger and also our violent expression of anger. So either way, it's not healthy. Either way, it's not effective. Eventually, if we're suppressing long enough, the energy explode, become violent again. So the idea is cultivating this energy, allow the energy open, flowing again, and experiencing courage. So the next organ system is the lung respiratory system. So the energy contract, we're experiencing sadness, grief, and often, of course, to do with loss of life. When we opening that energy, it's not about avoiding sadness, avoiding grief. When the energy flowing freely, you're experiencing compassion for yourself, compassion for others, compassion for life. Right now, we need a lot of compassion in the world. So we can discover that capacity inside of us. So that's kind of brief outline how the 5 organ system works in this energetic wisdom, energetic process, associating physical, but also emotional. Another layer is even mental, spiritual. We're going to continue to explore more in the course.
I love the specificity of the system and how you can begin to localize where the energy blockages need to be opened up. So how do you start with a diagnosis of where you might be more blocked up? Because I imagine sometimes we think we're blocked in one area and we actually might have a block in another area where the energy is dense or not moving.
Yeah, such a great question. Ultimately, doesn't matter. You don't need to diagnose it. So the practice, the process, help you pay attention when you pay attention to your heart cardiovascular system. So whatever sensation you're feeling, you become more aware over the time, both comfortable and uncomfortable, both intense and subtle. Then you do the sound, realizing the energy starts shift, change. Then you go to kidney system, repeating the same process again. Then you're realizing over the time, not only just awareness, but also slow the practice of vibration. You're noticing the energy is continuously changing over the time. That's the beauty of energy. That's the beauty of life. So we don't feel stuck with certain mental stories, stuck with certain emotional anxiety, stuck with even physical disease. So you allow the energy to change and shift. And it's about movement. And so you're not only physically moving your body, moving the energy, but the vibration is also moving your energy. So encompassing life as a movement. And that's so important from the Qigong perspective. It's a new perspective. Instead of mental perspective, life, what is the problem? Where is the problem? Now I'm going to go there, solve the problem, finding the problem, get rid of the problem, then wishing the problem never come back again. I say, good luck. The fact is, life is going to continuously to be stressful. Circumstances continues to be incredibly overwhelming, and your energy system going to continue responding to others, to life, to the world with contraction, physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, continue going to happen. But Qigong is about you become more aware of that. You continuously working with the contraction. It's not about wishing the contraction never come back again, never happen again. If that's the case, you will never have a life anymore. So what I'm trying to say is managing everyday stress is as important managing a severe condition, as a result, a cumulative result from the past. Could be decade, could be 30 years, could be longer, could be lifetime trauma. So when you're able to manage yourself every day in that way, energetically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, then you're continuously improving your well-being instead of stuck in whatever problem might be. So that's kind of energetic approach. so good question. That's one of the simplicity in Qigong. Does not require you to diagnose yourself or diagnosed by anyone else.
So we want to move away from trying to like fix a problem to creating a more systemic, holistic health. What does a daily practice look like that sort of is helping to clear and open and restore the flow, particularly around emotions?
Yeah. So over the time, in the course of 7 weeks long, we're going to journal, taking the journal deeply. Every session, I'm just giving, maybe just kind of reflect on what are we going to share during the 7 courses that give you idea what the practice will look like eventually. Yeah. So in the course, we're going to work with the energy of the entire body, slow feel particular sound, and deeply understanding, deeply experiencing, deeply, experience deeper nature of the body as energy, and the vibration help you feel the energy, both comfortable, discomfortable, so on. Then we go deeper. The next session is to the heart. It's really, honoring all the experience of the heart and be aware of that circumstance, stress, disconnection, so on. Then you can go deep internally, feel the power of the energy of your heart still awakening, still waiting for you to connect, awakening, opening, flowing, and start to experience, slow the sound, slow the practice, more joy, more love, more connection, so on. Then continue that journey to every organs. So be 5 sessions, focus on one organ at a time. Explore the deeper emotion, deeper feeling, how to work with the emotion as energy, how to transforming not only temporarily for short term, but for long term as well. Then eventually we experience the interconnection of the 5 organ system, how the 5 organ system working together. And every session, we're going to do some movement practice. So combine the physical movement with vibrational, energetic practice associated 5 organ system. So experiencing, whole body movement as well, 5 organ system movement. So that's kind of a general, the journey of the courses. So at the end, you're going to have a very solid routine of practice. Yeah. So you're going to do all the 5 organ system in one session. Then you can incorporate in the movement, whatever way into your routine. I will give quite a few different suggestions to do that.
What have you seen in terms of the impact in people's lives when they really do this 5 organ approach to clearing themselves emotionally and restoring the flow of energy?
Yeah. One thing is people quickly discover more energy. It's quite amazing. The energy in your organ system, when it's numbed, we feel low energy. When it's awakening, opening, you feel more just naturally, quickly feel energized. That's one quick benefit everybody can feel it. And secondly, feel the mental calmness, because you're taking a vacation from the mental story, mental analysis, mental diagnosis, mental problem solving. You start to feel your heart more, feel the energetic experience of existence more. So you mentally feel more calm. And also improving your mental capacity. When the brain is exhausted in thinking, you cannot have clear thinking, have a creative capacity. So you have to take a break from that. And so in this case, you are accessing the energy of your heart, energy of your 5 organ system, and that energy can recharge your brain, recharge your mental capacity function. So that is naturally happen. And obviously, to work with the emotion, especially anxiety, depression, over worrying, and don't know what to do with angers. and our feeling extreme sadness or hurts or even trauma from the past. So you have a tool to work with these challenges, and you incorporate in the practice as often as possible to every day, then you feel emotionally not only more balanced, more calm, but more intelligent, emotionally intelligent. So you're not pushing the emotion away. The emotion is serving deeper life purpose. And these are kind of overall, benefit. But one of the common benefit, often people are surprised by working with emotion, you start to promoting your physical healing. And nowadays, we all understand one of the main cause of physical illness, including incurable chronic condition, is emotional stress. Yeah. So that's huge. Yeah. Any way you can release, transform emotional stress, you are upgrading your physical health naturally, as well your mental health, as well your spiritual connection and fulfillment. So the benefit is automatic. Yeah, it's encompassing. And over the time, you're going to discover more and more, even surprising benefit, including your relationship start shift. Yeah. And the way you're responding to your kids, your children, other people, your colleagues start to shift. So these are also very immediate benefit in everyday life.
I know you're going to go deeper into all 5 different organs and specific practices, but I wonder if you can take us into one and say, kind of take us through the whole process of seeing where you might have like a sense of blocked energy, and then, what kind of sound can be help to open that area.
So for this opportunity, we can explore the kidney energy system, especially right now. We're feeling a lot of fear, a lot of anxiety, a lot of overwhelmness in the world, political, social, and culture, even economical, and affecting all of us. And in the personal life level is the deepest stress. Whatever stress we have, is always triggering more fear in the body. So to work with that energy is extremely important in the personal level as well as the collective level in terms of what's happening right now, including Middle East. So simply right now to invite you to pay attention, even mentally aware, your mental thinking in terms of the pattern of fight flight. When you're observing that, you start noticing that. But without judging it, allow yourself go into your body now. Feeling the low back. You can put your hands on your low back right now. Massaging your low back. And noticing any discomfort, any sensation, any pain, any stagnation. And allow yourself even purposely think of a stressful story of your life. When you think of the stressful story in your life, now just noticing how your low back is responding. Any discomfort, any pain. Just simply noticing. Now we're going to make the sound. So in this case, I'll make the sound first, noticing your energetic response. So what this sound does is awakening the fear, awakening the energy beneath the fear, awakening the power beneath the fear. We know the fear is very powerful. That's why it can be abused. So many stories, we know that. So for us, directly, internally, personally, honoring this energy, working with this energy, without running away from fear, without justifying, without suppressing. So let's do that together. So just feel sound, noticing the sensation, feeling them. Even your low back, maybe start warming up. Yeah. Even burning sensation. Yeah. Even the pain start opening up. Feel sense of aliveness, wakefulness. Yeah. And of course, we have a short period of time where they just do few, repetition of each sound. So imagine if you do that sound for 5 minutes. Yeah. What kind of power you're activating in your system. So the second sound is like this. Now making the sound with your own best effort together. Breathe in deeply, as deep as you can. One more time. Breathe in deeply. Can massaging your lower back, continuously feeling your lower back, feeling your entire body. May feel a deep sense of aliveness, openness, powerfulness, connectiveness. So the second sound is transforming the emotion of fear, anxiety to nourishment, to empowerment. And the third sound like this. What this is to awakening the energy from the base of your spine, then opening the flow upward to your heart, to your brain, so you can experience more capacity for love, capacity for creativity. So making the sound together. Breathe in deeply. And massaging your lower back gently, softly. Releasing the hand to your comfortable position, continuously noticing, feeling your body, embracing all the sensation feeling inside of your body. Become more aware of your own body, your own sensation, your own feeling, whatever is true inside of you. Whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes, moving your body freely. So the movement practice we're going to learn is also about opening the energy system of the entire body, particularly in the sweet key area. One is the hip area. Second is the spine area. The third is the shoulder arm area. So that's more like to do with the limb of the body. So the movement is effective to open the energy in this area. And the sound healing help you to go deeper into the 5 organ system, opening the energy inside of your 5 organs, particularly including the emotional energy.
Well, that was fascinating and really just brings such an interesting awareness to put all that attention and the sound power into the kidneys. And I think so often we just go through life a bit neglecting, just assuming our organs are doing their thing, but there's this caring for the flow of energy in specific ways in our bodies. It's really such a revolutionary way to think about our own health care. It's really upstream from any disease process we might face.
Absolutely, you're right on. I think it's quite a revolutionary, and particularly not only the view, but also the sense of empowerment, sense of self-care, self-responsible, self-healing. And it's become the cause for our own healing as well. Yeah, the cause of healing of the world, including become the cause for the peace that we're longing for.
Mm. If someone does already have some sort of disease or imbalance or depletion in their body that they're aware of, that they have a downstream issue, how do you change the sound healing practice to address that?
Yeah. So the suggestion is not worry about. Suggestion is letting go of the diagnosis. The suggestion is detaching from whatever symptom you're experiencing, whether it's physical symptom, emotional symptom, and really feeling your body. So that's why often you need a teacher to guide you to do that. And that's, I'm not your therapist, but I'm here to support you to connect with your body, feeling your body. The downward, loop is often mental. Yeah. Then you're generating more emotional. It's like that. So in this case, it's feeling the body, feeling the physical, feeling the energetic, feeling what's going on inside of you instead of lost in the story, creating this loop or lost in the emotional, kind of drama. Yeah. So you're feeling the energy inside of you. That's the suggestion, important suggestion. So you're not identifying this emotion is good, this emotion is bad. You're not analyzing why I'm feeling this emotion or not. Whose fault is this? Who should I blame from my history or from my circumstances? So all this mental drama experience creating more emotional loop, and it's very hard to get out. Yeah, I think everybody listening, you can relate into what I'm saying here. So the idea here is very simple. Leave the diagnosis behind, leave the story behind, feeling inside of you, feeling your body. Yeah. And then you go through this process. You naturally feel better. You naturally feel empowered. Naturally, you feel much more than just hope. Oh, I can heal this. I can change this for better. I can discover what is possible for myself. Doesn't matter what is our history, what is our diagnosis. In the extraordinary cases, some often happens, especially in the retreat. People come with this diagnosis, chronic depression, even chronic suicidal patterns, and even after gone slow, decades of therapy, medication even, and have not find anything work for them. And in the retreat, they discover directly slow the experience, slow the practice. Oh, now it's possible. Now I'm feeling the desire to live again. Now I feel the joy again. And that's, often you think it's extraordinary, but if you do the practice, it's natural side effect. It's a positive side effect. Often we think of a surprise side effect. Yeah. So it's beyond just problem solving. It's about connecting with yourself, connecting with your wholeness, connecting with the deeper essence of who you are, which is existing energetically in your body. It's not like another mental story, another problem solving. So it's right here, right now, inside of you.
Such good medicine. Our very truest self is the medicine we most need for operating in life. Well, really great insights, Master Mingtong, and so much power can move through this. I want to spend some time now talking about your upcoming program that we've mentioned, because I think it's a very unique opportunity to learn from you at a distance and really apply these more foundational and advanced skills for healing and upliftment and reconnection with ourselves. So Master Mingtong has agreed to teach a brand new program for Shift. It's called Qigong Sounds for Emotional Healing. Harness ancient energy practices to transmute challenging emotions and become more centered, joyful, and peaceful. You can find it at the URL qigongsounds.com. Qigong is Qigong sounds.com. It's a 7-week program. You don't have to be a Qigong practitioner already to do this. And Master Mingtong is making these teachings and practices available to people who are just good at getting started, as well as those who are much more advanced in their practice as well. So again, it's all at qigongsounds.com. And Master Mingtong, I'd love for you to share some of your intentions for what people come away with from the program. And then I'll read out the module titles so you can give us a preview of what's coming in each.
So yeah, it does not require you have a perfect voice or using any kind of instrument. And it's really about one of the gifts as my intention, as I have discovered, is really learn to love this body, love yourself, and reconnecting with the essence of who you are, essence of life, and living from this place of love, joy, and spiritual fulfillment, including inviting more peace, inner peace, and sharing peace with each other and spreading the peace in the world. That is the common journey. And yet we're doing it in a very intentional, purposeful, but dedicated way, not only just for that particular period, but we're going to divide being a practice so you can continue on your own, fulfilling your deepest desire.
Well, thank you for those high-level intentions, Master Mingtong. And I know you kind of covered the broad arc of the course a bit earlier in the call. And so I'll just read out the module titles and again, so people get a feeling for the whole, and you can jump in with anything that's a little bit more of a deeper look at what you're going to be covering. So module 1 is going into the Qigong sound healing for emotional transformation, shifting energy through voice and movement. Module 2, sound healing to open your heart and feel deeper connections with yourself and others, very connected to practice we started earlier. Module 3, sound healing to transform fear by rewiring the brain to feel courage, which you talked about some, and I think is really important since so many of the media messages we hear now really are designed to activate fear and mobilize people around that. So it's really important that we address that. Module 4 around sound healing to release worry and enhance resilience. You want to share maybe just a little bit deeper dive into that one?
Yeah. So we experience so much worries, constant worry. And so it's associated with the digestive system. And often we have issue with the digestive system. The two things inseparable. And then mentally, spiritually, we feel kind of lost. And so these practice allow us to connecting with the digestive energy system, enhancing the physical functioning of digestive system, digesting food, but also the digestion is about digesting emotion, digesting information, experience of life. So when the life experience is digested, then it's processed, then you don't feel much worry. Instead, you feel more confidence. Then affecting your deeper intuition, just like this knowing of life from the confidence instead of from worry. That's a different dynamic, different experience. So that is kind of another level of awakening, opening, and discover for yourself. Yes,
that's great. Super helpful. Then in module 5, we go into the sound healing to regulate anger and shift into greater self-awareness. Really important to be able to transmute anger on a spiritual path. Module 6, sound healing to work through grief and feel deeper acceptance of life's challenges. Again, really important that we're releasing all those stuck emotions from losses in our lives. And finally, Module 7, integrate all sounds for 5 organs to create your personal practice for transforming emotional stress. So maybe you can share a little bit, those are some of the core teaching modules, and maybe give a sense for how you structure the practices going back and forth from teaching and practice, and then also what people do at home.
Yeah. So every session, we can spend enough time on the teaching, the understanding, the background. Then we do the practice. Then we share the experience. Then often we do the movement to kind of integrate more into the whole body. Then you're reflecting on what you have learned, experienced. And then when you go home, I mean, between the session, I giving specific instruction how to do this practice, repeating this practice. And then the next session will review what we experienced, we did last session, then continue to the next organ system, then to feel the connection. For example, if you start in the heart last session, then this session will go to the kidney system, but how the kidney system is connected with the heart. And then you can go deeper from there. So these are kind of few examples how these things, integrating over the time. So the teaching, the practice, including sound, movement, including reflection. Sometimes we do journal reflection, reflecting on life, how emotion affecting our aspects of life, including health and so on, relationships, so on. And sometimes we have chance to share with each other. So deep sharing can be powerful. And so that's kind of overall view of this activity, enhancing the whole experience, but have a more integrative approach.
Well, it's clearly a very integrative and holistic way to approach our well-being and our upliftment, and particularly in this complex, busy, crazy modern era. So to really find that inner oasis of peace and tranquility. So in addition to the 7 90-minute live sessions that we just described with Master Mingtong, you're also going to have time to ask your questions live. You're also going to get recordings of every session, both video and audio, which is super helpful to go back and practice again and reinstill those same principles and sounds in your daily practice. You also have word-for-word transcripts to work with, study and highlight, weekly exercises for home. There's a Facebook community to support you and make connections around the world, as well as small group time to connect with other participants. And on the page, you'll also see a number of extra bonuses that are designed to enhance your journey. There's an audio teaching from Master Mingtong called More Health and Greater Happiness Through Wisdom Healing Qigong. There's also a second bonus that's a video teaching from Master Mingtong called Ancient Qigong Sound Healing for Emotional Well-Being. Anything more you want to share about that bonus?
I think that's more about the deep understanding how emotion affecting everything, how the vibration, the sound healing, transforming this emotional stress. So another reinforcement of what we just shared today, but you can listen into it again and again.
Great extra bonus. And then there's one extra special bonus that you get just if you sign up by midnight tonight. This is our way to encourage you to tune in and read the page at qigongsounds.com. And if you get the sense to move forward today, then you're going to get a special bonus for doing so. It's actually a whole set of video teachings on the immune system called Empower Your Immune System. Want to share a little bit more about that special bonus folks get today?
Yeah, it's an important aspect of our health. So it often is critical. So really discovering this bonus is help you to discover not only energetic perspective, how immune system works, but also our emotion directly relating to the immune system. Then how all the practice, including movement, sound practice, meditation practice, can affecting the immune system directly and working very different from mental work or from medication. Is about restoring the energetic power, wisdom, the natural intelligence of energy in your organ system, in this case associated with the liver and spleen, your entire immune system, and honoring this system as part of your recycling system and purification system as part of life. So including letting go of the judgment, overreaction, which is the deeper mental, even spiritual cause for autoimmune conditions. So all that is kind of addressed in these few videos. Yeah. So one of the unique quality in Qigong, particularly wisdom healing Qigong, we always see addressing all these conditions: physical, emotional, mental, spiritual. Not only its interrelationship, cause effect, but more importantly, holistic view, how you can using the Qigong process affecting all of that.
Super valuable bonus. I know that strengthening your immune system is so important for all levels of health. So what a great extra reason to sign up today to get Empower Your Immune System. So it's clearly going to be such a valuable program. Master Mingtong is really dedicated. He makes it enjoyable, and the really wonderful community that forms. We've kept the investment for this program very accessible. It's just 3 payments of $128, or you can save 10% when you pay in full with 1 payment of $349. The course is going to start October 10th and run Thursdays at 8 Pacific, 11 Eastern. But even if you can't make the live times, you can still get the full value with the recordings and the transcripts in the community as well. And there's great testimonials on the page, a real teacher and a beautiful practice. This is a path for life for me. Real learning happened in this course, and I'm grateful. I came out with a sense of unity between my organs, mind, body, and heart. Really great testimonials from Shift students in the past. And so you're really going to be in great hands for a beautiful new program and a way of life that is uplifting and restorative and centered and grounded and filled with beauty. So again, all the details are at qigongsounds.com, and you get that special bonus on empowering your immune system when you sign up by midnight tonight. So Master Mingtong, joyful to be with you as always. Anything that's still on your heart you want to share with folks who are considering joining you for this full journey into the power of Qigong for sounds for emotional healing?
It's always a pleasure and delight to be with you, with this community. And I'm so looking forward to share this journey with all of you. So first of all, thank you for joining in this session. And deeply, I'm looking forward to work with you in terms of see what can happen for you, even, 1 month from now, 3 months from now, even a year from now, how you're able to shift your energy, really deeply transforming yourself, and really enjoy the greater hidden capacity waiting for us to discover, the capacity for love, capacity for joy, the capacity for peace, the capacity for compassion and creativity. So life is a journey. It's a sacred journey. It's amazing discovery you can make when you consciously embark in this journey instead of as automated habit reacting to circumstances. So that is an amazing gift I want to share with all of you. So thank you for joining us today, and looking forward in seeing you in the course.
Thank you so much, Master Mingtong, and thank you so much for joining, all of you. And if you'd like to go further into Qigong sounds for emotional healing, you're welcome to do so at qigongsounds.com, and you'll get that special bonus if you sign up today on empowering your immune system. So thank you so much. Many blessings.